Hey everyone, welcome back to Computing for All AI Frontiers podcast. I am Chris, your friendly, kind of clueless but curious co-host, and as always, I've got Jessica here, who actually knows stuff about AI. Jess, what's up?
Hey, Chris. What's up, everyone? I am excited for today's topic because we're talking about foundation models, these massive AI models that are, totally changing the game.
Yeah, so foundation models. I keep hearing about them. People throw around terms like GPT, Claude, LLAMA, and all that, and I just nod and pretend I get it. But what actually is a foundation model?
Totally get it. So, foundation models are these big AI models trained on, crazy huge data sets. They can do all sorts of things, from understanding and generating text to classifying documents and even writing code. Basically, instead of building an AI from scratch every time, researchers can take one of these big models that are known as foundation models and tweak it for specific tasks.
Oh, okay. So it's kind of like instead of baking a cake from scratch, you start with a cake mix and just add eggs and milk or whatever?
Exactly. Except imagine this cake mix works for any kind of cake. Chocolate, vanilla, carrot cake. You just tweak the recipe a little.
Whoa. All right, I think I got it. But what makes them special compared to older AI models?
The biggest thing is flexibility. Old school machine learning models were super specific. You'd train one just to detect spam emails, or one to cluster documents. In terms of computer vision problems, one to recognize cats in photos, and that's all they'd do. But foundation models? They're general purpose. They can answer questions, generate stories, and classify documents, all from the same model.
That's wild. So, the same AI that's writing essays could also be figuring out if an image has a dog in it. So, does a foundation model have to deal with, say, both text and images?
Not necessarily. A foundation model can handle both text and images, but it depends on how it's trained. Some foundation models, like GPT-4, are primarily designed for text-based tasks, like answering questions, summarizing content, and generating text. Others, like Stable Diffusion, are built specifically for generating images from text prompts.
Got it.
However, some foundation models do work with multiple types of data. For example, CLIP by OpenAI understands both text and images, allowing it to match images to descriptions. Similarly, GPT-4V, where V stands for vision, and Amazon Nova can process both text and images. So while a foundation model can handle both text and images, it doesn't have to. Some specialize in just one type of data.
Are foundation models too big?
Yep, and they're getting bigger. The first big one, BERT, had 340 million parameters. Think of those as AI brain connections. But now, models like GPT-4 have 1.7 trillion parameters. It's insane.
Wait, trillion? With a T?
Yep, with a T. And the crazy part? The computational power needed to train these models is increasing continuously. It's a tech arms race.
Okay, so that explains why ChatGPT and Claude are getting freakishly good at sounding human. Are these models expensive to build?
Because training them takes ridiculous amounts of data and computing power, they are expensive. We're talking data from books, websites, code repositories, scientific papers, basically the entire internet. And training them means running thousands of powerful GPU devices for weeks or even months. That racks up a bill in the millions.
Ooh, no wonder I can't just, build my own GPT model in my garage.
Exactly. But the cool thing is, companies and researchers can now take these models and fine-tune them for specific applications instead of training one from scratch.
Right, so instead of making a whole new AI, they just tweak an existing one?
Yep, that's how we get AI for customer support, writing, art, robotics, even healthcare. Foundation models can be specialized for stuff like medical diagnosis, legal research, or even self-driving cars.
All right, that's awesome. But these things aren't perfect, right? I've seen AI just make stuff up, totally hallucinate facts.
Yeah, that's a big issue. These models don't actually understand things. They predict the next word or pixel based on probabilities. So sometimes they confidently generate stuff that sounds right but is totally wrong.
So they're really confident but kind of full of it sometimes?
Exactly. And they also have biases, since they learn from human-created data. If they're trained on biased information, they can reflect or even amplify those biases.
Oh yeah, I heard about that. How artificial intelligence can sometimes generate biased or harmful responses. That's kind of scary.
It is. That's why researchers are working on making models safer and more aligned with human values. Companies like OpenAI, Anthropic, and Hugging Face are putting guardrails in place to prevent harmful outputs.
All right, last question. Where is this all going? Are we heading towards AI that can do everything?
Not quite everything, but we're moving towards more powerful and general AI systems. Some people call it artificial general intelligence, or AGI, where AI can learn and reason like humans. But we're not there yet. These models are still pattern matchers, not true thinkers.
Okay, so no AI overlords yet.
Not Not yet, but definitely a lot of exciting and, kind of weird developments ahead.
Well, that was a mind-blowing episode. Jess, you'd totally expanded my brain today.
Glad to help, Chris. And for all our listeners, if you enjoyed this, hit that follow button and let us know what AI topic we should cover next.
Yeah, or, ask an AI model and see if it can predict what we'll talk about next.
Oh, that would be awesome.
All right, everyone. See you next time.